It'll be the visiting team and Purdue. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Nailed from three-point land. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
To the paint. Here's Flag. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. A three from McCollum. Paul George grabs the miss. Pass to Giddey. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
Back to McCollum. Driving to the basket. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Flag. Back to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by the Boilermaker. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Kevin, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And here is Giddey. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Guys, there is no doubting the passing ability of Josh Giddey. Pretty look.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. Their great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Now, here's George. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. Purdue needs to get off a shot here. They get it again. Edey. To the middle. It's tipped.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
Alexander Walker on the wing. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. George sets a screen. Puts up a 3. That's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
In the corner, Moody with it. Pass to Flag.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. And here's McCollum for 3. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Fantastic hustle from the rookie Flag. That kind of all-out effort will earn him points with his teammates and coaches. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Flag. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now, Flag. Paul George missing from long range. Here's Flag. There's the pick. And here's McCollum for three. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
Back to Murray. Outside, George. That's in there. Murray with the assist. George has got 8 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. And you can't let this kid Flag get that good a position down low. Cooper will finish that every time.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by the Boilermaker. Here's George. Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Purdue ahead.
13.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Boilermakers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Flag. Back to Jokic. McCollum outside. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Alexander Walker on the wing. McCollum outside. Drills it from outside.
C.J. McCollum.
McCollum's got 8.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch and shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
For 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And 2 more 3-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Here's Bailey. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And C.J. McCollum again. McCollum's got 8 here in the quarter. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thank you. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life. It probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball." Guys, back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And People Doors talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Substitution on the court.
Giddey surveying the D. George with no one around. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. George has got 11.
That was from the parking lot. Paul George very assured from distance.
Back to McCollum. Pass to Jokic. No one near him.
Jokic.
And he gets the jumper to drop. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
The 3 from George. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. And Flagg throws it down.
Just outstanding work in transition from Flagg. He deserved to be rewarded for the energy he gave there.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Bailey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Assist goes to
15 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to George. Misses the jumper. Now Moody. Still yet to score. McCollum outside.
2 minutes remaining.
A 3. Edey with the rebound. And here's Purdue. And it's George finishing it off.
You've allowed Paul George to lock in and get his rhythm. Now you better start to stop him.
Inside. Here's Wagner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Purdue leading by 4. Offline with his 3. Alexander Walker on the wing. .106 left in the second quarter. And Flagg throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Here he goes. Some solid defense from Clark. And finished off by Wagner.
I tell you, don't be surprised when Franz Wagner gets up above the rim and finishes. This guy loves to attack the basket.
To the inside. And it's Clark slamming it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And here's McCollum for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. McCollum's got 18 points in the game. Yes, that goes in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Boilermakers out in front, leading by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Edey with it. Back to Giddey. From deep. Cranes the three-pointer. Giddey's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, if this becomes a consistent part of Josh Giddey's game, look out, because that 3-point shot's going to make him so dangerous.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Flagg. There's a good screen. Back to McCollum. It's sent back by Edey. From deep, Jokic. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, exchanging shots without making contact.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Substitution on the court.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Moody's shot is off.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
From deep, George gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. Pass to Flag. There's the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And George now top of the key. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. George has got 6 in the quarter.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Here's McCollum. The rebound by Purdue.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And here's McCollum for 3. Jokic on the follow.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's good from long range.
What a play right there by Flag. And this kid's vision is special.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Pass to Flag. From the arc. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And we see some of the competitiveness of Flag. The response, that 3 right back at you.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum outside. Here's Jokic. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here's Flag. He's got 14. McCollum outside. And he's good on the 3 ball. McCollum's got 21 in the game.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Buckner from long range.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Exum's shot is off.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Pass to Alexander Walker. .127 left to play in the third. And it's Flag missing.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
and getting a lane. Murray's so good at just finding the crack in the defense.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
And it's Bailey in the corner. Down low. Fires for three. And Purdue hits again from deep.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Flag. And he uses the glass on the layup. Flag's got 16.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's McCollum. He's got 21. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Clark with it. Now defended by Jokic. Goes up. And it's Clark slamming it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a...
52.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Edey with the steal. Pass to Giddey. And a miss there on the triple. Out to the wing. Here's Moody. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
He takes it in. And Flag throws it down.
Vicious finish by Flag. Full throttle.
Purdue leading by 14. Pass to George. George sets a screen. Kicks it out to Wagner. A three-pointer, no good. Stolen by George. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. To the paint. And Flag throws it down.
This is how ferocious a scorer Flag can be, and it's why so many are excited about this kid's future. It has been a big scoring game tonight.
Back to Jokic. The power of Jokic. Wow.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And now, Allie Laforce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break, and they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. He's off on the second.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
From deep, George sinks the three-pointer. George has got 25 points in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats. for the Boilermakers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Some nice ball movement here by the Boilermakers. Back to George. Clock at 6. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
They get a hand on it. Pass the flag. Jokic on top. Beyond the arc. McCollum outside. Here's Jokic. Trying again. Edey rips down the rebound. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bailey fires. Outside George. Edey a screen. Now Murray knocks down the three.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Now flag. McCollum outside. For three. And down goes the three.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
George sets a screen. Now Edey. Wagner. The response triple. Answers back.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute. He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
The shot is good.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
McCollum, a three-pointer, good.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
From outside, Edey rips down the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
.27 seconds left in the game. George looking around. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
The ball goes to the away team.
And here's McCollum. So we see Purdue taking the win here. So